How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to episode 19 of Echoes of Ragnarok, our wonderful little all-Australian stream here, TTRPG stream, all based within my own world of Hymgard. My name is Dragyn, also known as Heavy Metal Gamemaster, and with us we have at least 3/4 of our wonderful party. Unfortunately, Dylan, our wonderful Torfin, had feeling a bit under the weather today and was not able to make it. But we have Moodley.
Hiya.
We have
My
Mac.
name is Moodley.
Hello!
We have Rogue.
Hi.
Excellent. Anyway, yes, we're jumping straight into the stream. But just a reminder that none of this would be possible without our wonderful affiliates. Tonight, we are shouting out our wonderful friends at Deli. They make the wonderful Hymgard dice set along with a bunch of other really, really pretty artisanal dice sets, all handmade, all here in Australia. And yeah, definitely go and check them out. And you can get yourself the Age System Hymgard set. It is very pretty. It comes in a light and a dark set. But yes, anyway, with that all said, let's jump in to tonight's episode of Echoes of Ragnarok.
Yeah.
And welcome back. Anyway, who would like to recap our last session? Not Mootley, I assume, because Mootley did have to duck off a little early.
Ran faster than...
I don't know what you're looking at. I did the not it thing.
Oh, okay. I will try my very best. But just so you know, there's a discrimination because I have poor memory. All right. We met with a poor woman and her child, and we discovered that there are a lot of things were going wrong in the slums. We ended up doing a lot of communication and running back and forth between different vendors. Hold on, I have notes for this one. Where are you?
Note-taking noises.
Yeah, I took notes. All right, so we ran some interference with the Molten Pig to try and get people out of the slums through the night, having a small festival on the other side of town, which cleared out a lot of people from getting wounded. As we all stealthily and professionally hunted down whatever these creatures were that Eric had tracked with his mental shindigs, we tracked them down to a building that, at the time, we could not see. A hole had been burrowed through the roof, from what I remember. And very, very stealthily... Sorry, before this. I can't remember what everyone did, but I do remember what Hugo did. And Hugo had a mental breakdown, sort of. Very on the verge. Due to a few things being a little too difficult for him to build.
It wasn't so much that they were too difficult to build. There was
a series of reasons.
Yeah, series of issues surrounding a project that you were working on.
Reasons for their construction.
Yes.
And so Hugo spent most of the day doing construction work and a few other bits and bobs. When we found out where these creatures were through the night, Eric decided it is time for Lube Man to grease some hinges, and stealthily we all tried to make our way in. That did not happen. Hugo used a hammer and smashed the door open. Immediately after, fire broke out and a bunch of things started jumping out to kill us.
Mm-hmm.
We won, like the heroes we are.
Mm-hmm.
A building caught fire. Eric ran off 50 meters and got puffed.
Yeah, I got winded and had to sit down.
Yep, got
Very
a stitch.
relatable.
and Hugo used his engineering skills to put out some fire. That is my recollection. How did I do?
Yeah, that was good. So yes, so now, standing in the, having called your puffed doctor back,
Puffed and stitched.
you stand next to a heavily smoking, though slightly charred, though mostly intact building. Having sorry, hold on a moment. Yeah, having put out the flames and destroyed the attackers. Yeah. What would you like to do from here?
I would like to just investigate the dust, because I know, you said when they kind of exploded, and when the fight was basically over, you said like there was a bit of like magic or a bit of light catching on the wind and it was going somewhere else.
You would have seen, to anyone else, it would have just been a catch of the light. Something, maybe a spark off a sword catching, bone or something. Can you roll me an intelligence test, please?
Yes, I can. Oh. I'm not doing math. Because math hurts. 14.
14, cool. You definitely saw that spark. It was like a small, looked like a spark or a small mote of light. As that thing exploded, it shot off in a direction that was, you were thinking about it like, oh, it could have, because part of your brain is going, it could have been just a spark or something, like a piece of glowing metal or something, until you remember that it shot off in a direction that was not the way Torfin was swinging and was against the wind.
Hugo is inside at the moment having a look at the corpses.
Cool. Can you roll me a perception test, please?
I will do that. First roll of the night. Not bad, not bad. 15.
15. Looking over the bodies, these have been torn apart. And seemingly, seeing as you gather there was probably 4 of these creatures in the room, they've been eating them for 2 nights, basically. There's a very little of them left. Clothing torn open. There is just blood and gristle everywhere. Bones are snapped. There are parts of it where 2 of them have now been like, it seems it's like you see limbs have been torn off, bones have been snapped in half, and looking in that they are hollow.
Bone has been taken.
These things have been eating for, you gather, and especially looking at seeing the flies and the state of these bodies, they've been dead for about 2 days.
Okay. So based on probably the fact that the fly eggs are just hatching, maggots are coming out 2 days, are there bloodstains leading towards them? Is there a pool of blood, or does it look like these were dead and dry before they got here?
Oh no, there is blood everywhere. Like, you gather that by the looks of the walls and looking over these guys, like, you can see very few looking around the room and around the bodies, there are like cudgels, like very simple, like wooden. What is more or less a chair leg. That's the only thing you could see that could possibly even be described as a weapon.
Do I see any broken chairs around the area?
Yeah. You see a couple chairs, but all of them seem to have just been like shattered, and you can see the legs around them. But it is more like when I say a chair, they're like looking like a chair leg. I mean, it is not a fashioned club. It is just a stick, like that you would look at it and go, okay, that's got some like wear and some dark patches on it. That's probably been used as a club. But then you gather that by the looks of things and by the fact that you can't find any other dark like soot areas in a similar way that you saw when these things exploded, these guys did not stand a chance.
Okay. I'm going to follow my footsteps back out of the room then, and try and leave as little evidence of me being here as possible.
Ada's just going to quickly run around trying to stomp out any like last embers or anything like that. Being
Easy
a boat
enough.
person, fire is bad.
Yep.
But then she wants to have a look, and based off her limited knowledge and maybe even wave Eric in, does it look like these guys, is there any evidence that these guys actually summoned them here and then got overwhelmed, like they brought them here, or how they targeted this house, or like why they came to
Can you roll me an intelligence test? If you can add arcane lore if you have it.
I will inform about what I found.
Yeah. I will allow both of you to make a roll if you would like.
Can I try and do something? Can I try and assist Eric with my high levels of perception?
You can, yes. I was literally about to say, if you want to roll perception, Eric rolls intelligence, arcane lore.
That boy.
Mind if I do the arcane lore as well?
You're working on the other thing, so...
Okay. Damn.
Oh, I didn't roll well. I know.
I'm imagining they're doing this while I'm having a look at the room.
There's a 11. I didn't roll well. No.
11's a good roll.
I rolled 2 1s.
It's not bad. It's not 3 1s.
That's true. That's true.
But your first roll of that's pretty bad.
Wasn't my first roll. My other one was 14.
While we're waiting for
So I rolled 19 in total with double 5s and a 4 on the stunt die.
Okay.
And I would like to give Eric, because he's in the room with me, my bonus, the bonus for a stunt die. And I would like to use that makes me wonder, which allows me to make another perception test at no additional cost in time or resources to discover more information.
Okay, what did you get total again?
19.
19. Okay, cool. Cool. You don't see... Oh, sorry. Eric, what did you get again?
I got an 11, and actually I'm going to... I want to do resources at hand, maybe, to choose a focus that I do not have that falls under the same ability as the test I'm making. To try to get a little bit more information.
Okay, so what are you using?
Hopefully this works.
Using the finger gun skill.
Instead of arcane lore. You don't have arcane lore.
No, I don't have it. So I'm
you can
have arcane lore.
Yeah, you can add arcane lore.
I suddenly know. I accidentally hit my head.
Works for Hugo.
Works for Hugo. I just tripped. Ow.
Works every time.
Works every time.
So no longer complain that I did that.
I'm beginning to believe.
The Forge Priest hard reset. Just
you. I want to be a Forge Priest. Cool. Step 1, smack.
Looking over the the room, you don't see anything that would indicate that this is a that there's nothing in this room that even seems remotely arcane. There's no sigils, there's no spots, there's nothing. Additionally, from the way that you recognize that they've clearly had to burrow in through the roof, they did not spawn here.
Okay.
As you were looking around, both of you have a moment as you're like thinking on this and having a look around the room. I'll say Mootly, you recognize within on one of the people, one of the bodies in this like torn scrap of fabric along the collar, there is this like bent nail. It's this old iron nail that's it seems like to anyone else it would look just like almost like something that like an impromptu like a poor man's cloak pin or like a clasp or something. But there's something about the shape of it that catches your eye in a very sort of... That's an odd and very specific way to bend a nail. It seems almost like bent to be like the like Otilla or the O rune. But yeah, it just seems to be on the cloak there. While you also looking around the room notice that there's a number of crates in this room that don't seem to match the squalor of their surroundings. They are charred, but you gather that is from the fire that has just happened. But they don't appear to be as, like, rotten and chipped as the rest of the furniture.
Loot that box! Loot that box! Loot that box!
She does before she loots that box.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's noticed this rune as well, which she'll point out to Eric. Mm-hmm. She just asks, she goes to Eric, like, look... Can you tell if there's anything on this crate that if bad stuff will happen if I open it? You know, checking for magic traps that I didn't do that time that I almost died and screamed
who would
crazily
do that?
into a room.
Oh, yeah. Sure, I can have a look. As he kind of like kneels down and just thinks, what the fuck am I doing? How the fuck do I do this? He's like, I'm a fucking healer and a mind mate. How the fuck? Never mind. Okay.
Roll me a perception test.
I'm just gonna and I'm gonna use searching.
Definitely use
I'm
searching.
For traps.
What language of runes typically like are depicted to what culture?
Depends on the magic itself. Like there are, you know, generally considered to be rune in this one. There's the 3 general areas of magic, but. Yeah, actually 3 general areas of magic. There is Dwarven, generally like this, so there's the Forge Priest magic, which would use Dwarven runes, if any runes. There's Jotun magic, which uses giant, or like Jotun runes. And then there is generally like magic of like Asgard or Vanaheim, which would use Asgardian runes. But generally, humans will go for the latter. So humans would generally use the latter, dwarves would use the others. Dreki, which are the dragon people, really, really love fucking with dwarven magic. And there's a whole thing that, like, you would know.
Scaly path.
Yeah, you would know. Dragons, the Dreki, who are like the essentially dragonborn of this world, They do not have their own magic. They entirely just infest dwarven magic. They have gotten very, very good at corrupting dwarven magic.
I mean, it was right there.
It was. It was
what
indeed.
It's very systemized, and they just took it.
Mhm.
Didn't even ask.
Mm-mm.
I respect these people.
Fuck you!
Fuck you.
Oh, fuck you!
But yeah. Anyway, So, what did you get for your test in the end there?
I got a 16.
16. Cool. Looking over,
Hey, not bad.
there do not appear to be any. There's no sigils. There's no catch. There's no rope or sort of anything that you can see that would suggest that there is any sort of like enchantment on this box.
Okay, Eric's gonna pick himself up, dust himself up, and just adjust his glasses. It's safe. You can open it.
Nice.
You have my full confidence.
Takes 2 steps back.
Essentially, he definitely takes 2 steps back. As soon as she turned around, he's taken 2 steps away.
I got you back from over there.
Stand behind Eric, so we can have at least like a small portion of cover.
Mm-hmm.
Ada just uses her dagger to pop under like the top of one of the seals. And...
Yep. Popping open the box, you lift up the lid. Lifting up the lid, looking inside, and it appears to be full, like fairly full of basically like flour. It is, sort of flour, salt. Opening up the next one, and again seems to be root vegetables. And then the last few, it's all seems to be food, clothing, food, cloth, and just consumables like household goods.
Cool. Eric's gonna take like. He's gonna like just open his bag and just take a lot of the root vegetables.
Should we test those first, mate?
I eat
This
one.
ain't the tribe. Come on, you gotta. Oh god.
I eat one.
I watch for a moment.
It's bitter, and it's tough to chew, but it's also, you very quickly realize that it's because it is raw.
Don't bite into a raw potato.
Is there any?
It's not.
Is
pleasant.
there any? As a sailor, is there any like markings on any of the boxes, or like showing where it came from, or where it was supposed to go, or where the hell they've stolen this from? Because it's very unlikely that it's actually theirs.
On the outside of the box, you see there is it's heavily charred, but like as you're tilting it back and forth, you can see what appears to be the very faint, just barely legible. You can't quite make out what it was due to the damage, but you can see these sort of like faint lines in there that look something like a shipping stamp, more or less. And you would know most people who run ferries or barges have their own like crates and stamps that they put on their crates and that sort of thing. However, as you flip it over, like looking around, as you turn it over and look inside the box, something on the lid catches your eye as you see just this, what at first appeared to be just like a patch of maybe like some odd varnish or glue or something that's still attached to the bottom. But as you tilt it into the light and like just flashing it back and forth, you see what appears to be the symbol of a dog's paw on the bottom in some kind of semi-translucent, or like, no, actually basically invisible ink.
And is the paw linked to her sugar mama? His sugar mama?
The paw, the dog, like a dog's paw, in this case specifically a dirgehound's paw, is the symbol of the Varg. It is generally done as like it's it's a dog paw, So it could be anything, but at the same time, everyone fucking knows.
These boxes belong to your sugar mama. Do you want to go get a message to her to get her down here? Because either these guys stole for her, or kind of, I don't know. I feel there's so many places that these things could have gone for in this slum. It seems interesting that they decided that these guys were their target.
Yes, and finding random supplies here stashed at a safe house that I'm not aware of, or just a random house. Yeah, it's very odd to me. I'm going to let her know. I'm keeping these vegetables, though. This is my part of the cut.
Are you eating all right? Do you need some money?
I eat well, thank you, but I'm
These are
not.
root
It's hard.
vegetables.
Look, they've asked us to stop pointing out that they're poor. Like they've had enough of us teasing them about it. It's
Eric,
This is root vegetables.
as you're like thinking about this and this sort of idea came up and you're looking at like thinking about that of being a specific attack, like this is suddenly a very odd connection, and thinking about the idea of like you've heard of other things happening and other people being attacked, but the idea of this, you're in the middle of the slums, more or less, like the dead center at this point, more or less, and for this to be attacked and there not to be like a string of attacks in a direction, essentially, or around the area, is odd.
Yeah, it seems so isolated. Like, if someone wanted to try to hurt the bug, you would think it'd be a wee bit more organized. But this seems so isolated.
Also, this sort of creature, looking over it, it's not a jump to say that it is either an abomination from hell or from the gap, from the abyss, Gununga Gap. You would know something that this, from what you've seen, you're not sure what these things are, but for something this mindless and this savage to be drawn here, like to attack this spot specifically in such a way, they would either need to be summoned here or they would need some kind of marker.
Like following the marker that's in the invisible ink on the top of these crates.
Maybe. I'm not too sure about that. I'm gonna go with the former. Like, they're definitely summoned here. Like,
How do you know?
Well, being a magic user, I'm able to be very perceptive. Ada's not the only one that can do this. Thank you very much. I saw some magic as they exploded, and it flew off in that general direction. So that can mean any number of things. That could mean it's going back in the direction it was summoned from. It's going back to the summoner, or it's just magic flying in a different direction. Either way, I do think that's important.
So maybe we should have led with that, and we'll leave the vegetables here, and we'll go to wherever you saw that go. That seems like it might be important.
Well, I definitely think we should go in that general direction, but I don't think we're going to find anything tonight.
That's worth a shot. You never know.
It's true. Although, I do think I should put out a message, because this is lost cargo. If she doesn't know where that is, she probably would like to.
Also, she may have an idea of who's targeting them, or someone who they're currently at war with that you don't know about yet. I'm just saying, before we go diving headfirst into follow that magic, we might be going into what happened to be a, hey, check out what's going out in the slums versus gang war. I think maybe checking in with your big, strong gal.
I respect the fact you didn't call her my sugar mummy. Thank you. I
was just looking for it to. I was just riffing on new words.
Oh, okay.
She's still very much your sugar mama. Like,
I believe she said sugar mama, not sugar mummy. You're adding the mummy bit.
Not
There might be some
not my
projection.
sugar
because mummy's always
Yes.
on top.
Mm-hmm.
I am leaving. I'm leaving.
I think we're all leaving.
I'm leaving
Which
faster.
direction
We respect
that
Rhea
bit of
Ripley
light
in this
work.
house.
I feel like instead of going for the thing, I'm gonna try to get a message to Sigrid as soon as possible. I do not think there is a gang war going on because I feel like that would be much more obvious.
Maybe
Not
some
if
people
the
just wanna move
other
in.
gang was smart and had some magic summoners. Why would
it-
you put yourself in the middle of it when you can summon some creatures to take care of some shit?
If that was the case, then why isn't there more, and why is it so isolated down to the slums?
Might be a
And-
French job.
Targeted, lots of different things.
Mm.
Can't
You
see
don't think
the
a lot?
symbol
You
on the
know,
side of the crate.
you know how much business moves through here, Eric.
Yes, I'm just saying if I want, let me put it this way: if I want to stop the human body, the business, I wouldn't hit it in the wrist. I'd hit it in a bunch of different places that are vital to the operation.
The nuts.
Yes, one of them being the nuts.
Yep.
But I digress.
You mean this one passage that is not heavily manned by guards or checked in by any of the guards at any of the ports, which would be a very important way of getting stuff into the
Smuggling.
city.
Well, how about we go and we find out if something is happening. If not, we can wait till tomorrow, or we can do it tonight, and we can have a look and see what's happening. Or she can send someone, because lots of things to do tonight.
I agree. I think it would be best just at least notify there is some lost cargo and that we should need to speak to her. I do think that message will suffice for now, and then I think we should go to in the direction of the spooky magic.
Would she want someone to secure the goods and the scene first, or are we?
I mean, they're a bunch
Just-
of how heavy are these crates?
Oh, they're like barely sized crates. Like you. What's your strength score?
2.
2. You would be able to like lift and carry. Hang on. No, you would need 2 people per crate. They're fairly sized crates.
I can't remember, so this is completely up to you, whatever you decide to do.
Mm-hmm.
Whether or not I brought my cart with me closer to the slums and left it nearby, or if I left it in my garage. The one I loaded up last session.
I do not remember.
I'm going to say we left it there, like, just because we came out here to kill stuff, so it wouldn't make sense.
Probably, yeah.
Yes,
I think you loaded it up and intended to bring it down because you loaded up with the stuff for the woman, yeah?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, you wouldn't have brought it for this moment.
All good then.
Well, someone should do a message, not me. I'm not fast. I do agree we should secure the cargo so it doesn't accidentally get nicked.
Torfin, like at this stage, like Torfin's looking at the door and he's like, I can run.
Yes, I believe you should definitely go. Not me. We've learned that the hard way.
Look at the calf genetics on this man.
He's fast as fuck, bro.
Yes, his veins are very, very large.
So vascular.
The amount of blood I could probably extract from those veins.
He looks very uncomfortable. And it's just like, yes,
Wow.
And lovely calf muscles.
I'm gonna go. So he
Yes,
turns
Run
and
as
Go
fast
do
as
that.
far as you can from
yeah,
Eric.
runs off and then he's gone for like 2 minutes and then just runs back. He's like, hold on, where am I going?
Okay. I explained to him, like, try to find the...
I'm going to write a note.
I'm actually forgetting so many names. I'm so sorry.
You're
write a
finding
note.
like you're sending him to the Varg, yeah?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes. So you're sending him to the trading post.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
It's like,
cool.
you're
So
looking for Sigrid. If you find a woman with a very large dog, it's probably her, but even then ask around, she'll want to see you.
Okay. Right. Yes. He turns around and just runs off into the darkness again. catches one of the embers, the whole thing goes up in flames again.
Ada's there just like, no, fire bad! Especially near flour! No!
Yeah, flour actually would have been really bad.
I pee on the fire. All the embers are out.
Now
Cool.
it smells like death
So-
and pee.
What are the
Fantastic.
three of you doing?
If you
Well,
want to
we wanna
follow,
run.
I'll have you back. So,
Well, someone needs to stay here to secure the goods.
Why?
Because Ada suggested it.
no, I just asked what your Big Bertha would prefer.
Took you a bit of a minute there. Also, did you just call my boss fat?
No.
No.
Excuse me. I'm big.
You can. I mean, if
Big
that's
does
what
not
you
mean
think of
fat.
her,
Not at
if
all.
you- I mean, I won't pass that information on to her because that's kind of awkward.
Wow.
That woman could
Um,
bench press me and then fold me in half like origami.
Yes, she could.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just asking, would you be normally required to secure a scene like this? Or
I'm usually required sewing up people who are dying.
I guess I'm kind of wondering if the guards come after we leave, before her people get here, and they find the crates with her logo in it that could have possibly been smuggled in the city, would that be bad?
I reckon
Dragyn,
that
how
we
much,
should move them from the crime scene.
You could
How
I,
many like guards are in our pockets? That's my only question.
in the Varg's pockets? Or
Yes.
yeah. In the Varg's pocket, like throw a stone, you'll hit one.
Yeah, we'll be
like
fine.
to put it this way, it's less about like in pockets and more in the sense of like the Varg work very much as and all of Vartengard knows this. In fact, all of Hymgard basically knows this. The Varg, in many ways, are like a necessary evil because they are essentially like, in many ways, they know they do a lot of work around town that takes a lot of pressure off the guards. And also, it means if everything goes to shit, the Varg are there, which means that essentially, like most guards will turn a blind eye to pretty much any Varg operation, as long as it is not like
Down the
actually hurting people.
Yeah.
Like the moment it moves into like actually hurting or incarcerate or whatever, like then but that's also not the Varg's way.
Yeah.
The Varg are very much in that sort of like, hey, yeah, pay us to protect you, but then also if you don't pay us, we're just not going to protect you. Like it's not like we're gonna come break your knees. Like we're just gonna be like, yeah, cool, not our problem anymore. Thanks. Enjoy the horrors of the world.
That is oddly functional.
I just kind of look at Ada and just
It's almost like the Yakuza works. Like,
They did, and they
some point.
responded to like there was a tsunamis, but they were the first people to show up with stuff.
Yeah. Eric looks at Ada. It's like, trust me, the guards aren't going. If as soon as the guards see that, they're not going to touch it.
Awesome.
Touch it. If anything, they might call her themselves. But Torfin is the fastest runner, so you get that faster. So, who wants to follow a tiny trail magic of monster pixie dust or whatever I saw?
No problem. I'm down. Can you describe what it was so I can help look?
It's like a glint of light. It's like imagine like a piece of metal shrapnel that kind of exploded in the air, and instead of flying in what you think it went, it goes down the street.
No, yeah, I can relate.
So, onwards and upwards.
Go search.
Upwards,
You
friends.
saw
Let's
where it
go.
went. Lead the way.
I will go head in the direction where the sparkly thing went.
cool.
Rabbit,
Leading the charge. This is going to go very
Rabbit,
badly.
Cool. Give me just a moment. I'm trying.
Let us search.
What's tracking under? I assume it's perception.
I'd say
I believe so.
perception.
Can you roll me a perception test then, please?
Yes, and I'm
Can we assist in
searching.
any way?
Sure.
I'm searching for a little trace of magic pixie dust.
Wow.
Wow.
You can have a stunt point because all my bad rolling has come home today.
Yay.
Yay.
No, we don't like that. We hate it.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
no.
14 in seeing, and I would like to use my stunt points to help make the search even quicker.
Oh,
Do it
good.
in like.
I got an 18.
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
You like head off in the direction of so basically you're sort of like standing out the doorway. You sort of get your bearings from the door of going, okay, we were standing here, that was there, that was on fire, and
You were getting your
that way.
face ripped off.
Mhm.
Okay.
You start to like head in that direction, more or less north. The traveling through the winding buildings or like shanty town that you're surrounded by, you eventually start to find like less and less actual like hovels and huts and more ruins. This section, there's a section of the slums towards the northwest, that is essentially just like it is just old ruined buildings and refuse. There's a few people who very desperately make, sort of small lean-tos and tent sort of homes in this area, but generally it's pretty barren. Getting closer, the smell is the first thing that attracts you. Like, it smells bad in the slums. Here, it is given way to that, like, very deep, like, just mud and refuse and decay sort of smell. It is not pleasant. The semi-packed dirt and mud of the road turns to just complete slop. As the further north you get, the closer you get to the border towards where the snow of Niflheim starts. Wandering around, like, what are you looking for?
I am looking for any indication there is in these ruins, because I feel like I can look inside of them, just any type of things that are written on stone, like runes or any like traces of magic, essentially. That's what I'm gonna be looking for.
Cool. With a 18 plus assistance, you don't see any. There's no markings on walls. There's nothing that appears to be nothing appears to be arcane. Nothing appears to be sort of runic or any sort of way scribed on the walls. That doesn't appear to be either graffiti or sort of like old signs, essentially. Eventually you do come to what appears to be a building, like a very much larger building, possibly once an old like tavern or lodging of some kind, perhaps a barracks. It's a larger square building. The roof on one side is sort of collapsed in, and a large chunk of the wall seems to have come down. But as you are like wandering around it, you see a section further up, on the like around the top of the second story. There's a metal grate. Appears to be like possibly it was once like a vent or something like that. that is just like old and rusted, and it appears to have been like bent outwards. And you can see around as you're looking at it, around the edges like of this torn metal, you can see like chunks of it are like rusted and that sort of like reddy color, but there's a couple of spots that you can see that like fresh steel, sort of torn steel, that tells you that it was not torn that long ago.
What are the chances that you think our little beasties tore open that?
Looking at the fact that there is external rust and some pitting marks, and a bunch of the bars have been bent outwards with a bunch of new fresh grain exposed, with no rust. Give it 2 days, 3.
I think we've found our location. Let's find a more covert way in instead of walking through the front door, just in case we do get another unpleasant surprise through the front door.
Don't worry, I've got my lube gun. I remember.
Do you now? Because when I asked you to do the lube gun before, your version of lube was bashing the fucking door.
I'm sorry.
That was the most immediate reaction. That was
Where
great.
was your mind there? What part of your brain said lube equal hammer?
Okay, let's just go. And I'm gonna
Yo,
cut the conversation off.
Because if so, I pity her.
Hugo doesn't seem to want to be in this conversation right now and just walks off.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to yell back. That's our thing.
Sometimes you guys need to face the fact you've got a really toxic relationship.
I'm sorry.
Ah, just kidding. I'm
say,
not your mind doctor. Whatever.
I was going to say,
Mind
someone that
doctor.
literally has a favor from everyone in town, uses blackmail on almost all of them.
The mind doctor.
Yes, and everybody knows that.
Cool.
But knowing that doesn't make it less toxic.
I live in a world of honesty. Everybody knows I'm full of shit.
Yeah. What is it? It's the Jack Sparrow. I'm dishonest, and a dishonest man you can always trust to be dishonest.
Yep.
But see, he's honest, so you can never tell when he's not being dishonest.
You baffle me sometimes.
I don't know. Look at the good that I have in our community. Might have a good effect. She just walks up like, while in your head, suddenly you get the flash of what you saw in her head when she was running away screaming.
Just like, he's like, me. Oh, maybe I shouldn't piss her off.
Murder.
Hugo's making his way around the side of the building to try and find an entrance.
Why is every woman in my life that I know just a murderer? I've got issues.
She has great taste.
Cool. So, looking for another way in?
I'm looking for a way in that does not include the front door. So yes.
Okay, cool. Can you roll me a perception test, please?
Okay. 11.
Cool. Looking around, there's like the front, so the front door is there. Seems to be like half caved in. Like there's part of the frame that's cracked and, sort of like
Oh, so it's like it's already open.
No. The door is there, but looking at there's like seems to be a breakthrough, and then on one side there's like a bunch of the walls fallen in. So it looks like looking through this little like crack, it looks like there's a corridor going further in. You can't really see in, but you can see enough of a gap to know that there's space behind it. But the wall next to it is like slanted and seems to be against the other wall and has like half crushed the door. Meaning you would have to basically like to remove it, you would have to bash it in.
Yeah, I don't want to bash the door in because it looks like if we bash the door in, there's a small chance that wall is gonna crush us.
Looking around the rest of the building, does not appear to be another door. But yeah,
That
as I
is a
said,
risk I'm willing to take.
looking up, as you look up around, like the bottom beyond that like break and the bit that's collapsed in to fill it, looking up, there's like the second story, which has a section of the roof and wall has like crumbled in, which you gather, like looking it up, like that's a hole, if you know, and I assume there are stairs.
Oh, you said stairs. I was thinking grappling gun.
Oh no, I mean there'd be stairs inside, meaning if you had to get back down.
Ah, cool. Grappling gun. I got this.
So you want to shoot it up, try to get it onto not the stone, aim for a solid piece of steel.
Okay.
And then if you release the lever on the back, it'll lower and release the spring on the gun to allow it to come back down, and we can also go up, so it's not just you up there.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, all right, go for it.
I'm gonna take aim and I'm gonna shoot.
Cool. Can you roll me an attack
Take
roll,
aim,
please?
I'm gonna shoot. Explain to me why they have the pistol and I don't again.
Because you would be too deadly. We had to nerf you somehow. Would this be like a pistol essentially?
Essentially, yes.
Okay, so that's 1d6. Sorry.
Oh no. It's so you roll 3d6 for the attack. You wouldn't roll damage for it. You just roll 3d6
Got it.
and
I
add
have
your
my damage mixed
your
up there.
accuracy for it.
I'm not doing math unless someone pays me. Shout out to our tipping jar, by the way.
You're all the best.
That is a 12.
A 12. Excellent. Easily enough, you like spot a piece of like the original frame of the building from the top that seems to be an iron beam sticking out from the side. You fire off the shot and you hear that and then essentially feel your feet just leave the ground as the as
Just
it
like,
wrenches you upwards.
I feel like he just looks like, so how fast is that?
So
The moment the spring goes and it locks in, and then it's just real time. You're a fish on a line. I made this for escaping.
I just keep thinking, you keep giving them tools that which they could kill themselves. They're very fragile.
ascending.
I gave Eric the grappling gun because I was
But
terrified.
you keep giving
Right?
them things that are related to gravity.
He's,
Yeah, well, it
he's
won't
ascending
kill
in
him.
real time.
It won't kill him. We see him go wee over the top.
This is
of
the-
it.
This is the
Wee!
this is the tantamount to the like the what was it the I know this town like the back of my hand. Hey, that's new.
I just go splat against the wall.
Yeah,
I like
You-
the idea that you overshoot a little bit, trying to avoid hitting something, and he just goes whoop.
You just shoot upwards, watching this in a very odd way, seeing this upper floor just quite rapidly get closer. Can you roll me a dexterity check, please?
Ooh, it's been a minute since I've done a dex check.
The way that you go, oh, that was so terrifying.
Mhm.
Like, oh no, this could go badly.
No, it's gonna go great. It's gonna be amazing.
You know, I did give him an instruction manual for it, and he doesn't seem to have read it.
I rolled a 10.
Have you ever read an instruction manual?
I've written manuscripts. I've put in actual papers for
But
safety.
have you read it yourself?
Of course I have. It's written in Dwarvish.
You have a moment when you realize that there is a level of calibration to this device that you have not exactly mastered yet. As you are suddenly ascending and you go, as you're like, you don't entirely have time to think about it unless it's sort of this is going to slow down, right? And then you just like straight into this iron bar as you are now just like,
oh, maybe I should give him some practical lessons rather than a manual. Fuck.
I'm fine.
Eric,
I'm fine.
Eric, you take 5 points of damage.
Ow.
There are settings to that thing.
Yeah.
I swear I heard something crack. I swear I heard something.
It was my
here
nose.
too.
That was
It was my nose. Hang on. Hang
That's
on.
fine. If it's the nose, it's
Well,
just cartilage.
now what is the Amazon Queen gonna do? He's not pretty anymore. You just broke his nose.
Oh, that's right. We'll fix his nose. I got a machine for that.
Did you just call me pretty?
Yes, in that waif,
Oh, I'm
weird
pretty boy.
The wafer way.
Timothus Chalametinus kind of way.
I'm unfamiliar with him. Is he an
Oh yeah, I
actor?
believe he was he's one of those new stage dudes, right? They do the plays. Yeah.
He also looks like a haunted Victorian child.
Yeah.
Not that a Victorian period is a thing that we can really reference,
You
but
keep
you know what I
I
mean.
think he
keep
looks kind of
referencing that and I
lizardy, you
don't
know?
know
The
what it
eyes,
means.
they're just a little too far apart for my liking.
Okay, I'm gonna lower the thing now. You guys are. I have feelings, you know.
As we get the
Lies.
grappling gun, Hugo's gonna grab the dial on the bottom, pull it out, twist it, push it back in. Is like, Ada, do you want to come with?
Sure.
And I just put your hands on my shoulders or something, and we slowly
I'm gonna move
go
either way.
as it goes from a escape to a slow ascent.
What? How did you do that?
Did you
You
tell them
pull-
about this sitting?
I gave him a fucking manual. I
The
shouldn't need to tell him.
manual was in gibberish.
It was in Dwarvish.
I can't read Dwarvish.
You never told me that. So you open up the bottom. This little dial here, you
Absolutely
see how it goes from
racist.
green to light green to orange to red, and red it says escape. You had it on escape, which is good when you want to escape, but when you want to slowly get around things, you turn it to the green.
Ada just is like walking away, trying to escape from like this lecture.
Whatever
that's
is going on
happening.
here.
It turns the horsepower down, increases the torque, so
Got
you
it.
can spelunk.
It's like the look, that glazed look that Ada gets every time Hugo goes into a really technical explanation of whatever the fuck.
I
And Ada's
spent
like-
so long on this. I spent so long. I made a manual. I give you back the gun and I walk off.
To be
After
fair,
eight.
I think you hurt his feelings.
to be fair, like
I think
have
he's
been-
wounded emotionally.
I'm wounded physically.
Yes, but look at. I didn't know he had feelings you could hurt. I'm impressed.
You guys just dragging the hammer on his shoulder like with a slump. Fucking, I'm trying.
For the record, I do like it. Just like it.
I'm gonna write you a manual in English in common. Don't worry.
All right. Anyone see anything?
You go now takes a chance to look around.
Yeah, Hugo's just suddenly like, oh, right, we're up here now, aren't we?
All right, we're trying to look for stuff.
I look around. I just see a face, a slight dint in the metal bar from where Eric hit it.
Looking around, you see, like the upper floor seems to be fairly time and weather worn. It appears to, have once been. You see underneath the rubble from the wall, and just on the edge of it, you can see what appear to be beds, essentially bunks. And there's a few old, trunks at the end of the beds and drawers off to one side. To the far end of the, far back of the room, you see a set of stairs leading down.
All right. Let's get crack-a-lackin'. I'm gonna descend the stairs.
Yes, I think I will follow. Can I do, as we're going down and seeing a potentially new area, can I have a look around to see if there's been any, like, signs of scratching, like those beasts moving around and stuff like that?
Sure. Roll me a perception test, please.
Got a
And
set.
as they go downstairs, Ada's going to just look off the roof and see if anyone's watching them first before she follows them down.
Can you also roll me a perception test, please?
Smart. This is why
Ada
we love
being the
her.
intelligent one.
Hey, she's street smart. I'm book smart.
I am probably depressed at this
What
moment,
is
so I'm playing into
going
that.
on?
That's my shtick. You start sewing people up, I sue.
No, I am actively depressed, not passively. Your
I
skill
gave
is a
Hugo
passive
a
depression.
stunt point this time. And
Yours is just a daily thing. Mine's like once in a blue moon.
It's difficult. That will be a 13
I would
for me.
like to spend my 2 stunt points doing wariness. You remain alert for the possible consequences of your actions. You gain +1 bonus per SP spent to the next test to avoid any negative results from your actions.
Her action
What's
is
the
hanging out with 2
consequence,
idiots like us.
What did you
consequences of
get
my
for your
action?
roll?
Following me right now.
15.
15. Looking, like, glancing off the side of the roof, you see a few figures in the, like, surrounding area. All appear to be, like, huddled up and not really paying you much mind. Looking around, you don't really see. It seems pretty barren. Far off to one side, you hear, like, a crow cawing as it picks at something. You see rats running around in the mud. Doesn't appear to be anyone particularly paying you any mind.
This sounds like a really weird question, but just considering some of the people that she has run with in her life, Ada just takes a second glance at that crow. Does it seem to just be a crow, or is it like, does she feel like it's watching them?
Looking at it, like turning and looking over it, there's 2 of them that you see just sort of like hopping around on a nearby roof. They seem to be just sort of like picking at something on the at the, like, the roofing tiles, like, of this, like, just completely destroyed building. One of them, like, looks around and then, like, sees you and does the little sort of, like, head tilt, and then turns and, like, does another peck at the. They, as far as you can tell, looking at them, they appear to be crows.
Okay.
Memory.
She does this like really like nerd like untrusting thing where she kind of like ducks down to go in, and then like goes and like stares at the bird one more time, and then just is like, then slowly backs down the hole, watching the birds.
You like pop back up, like putting down as you go down, like start to like move away. You hear that sort of like and as you look back, you see one of them is like hopping over to the edge of the building and looking up, and you see the other ones just flying off.
Okay. It is just like, okay, look, I'm being paranoid, but let's be quick about this, because either I just stared down a crow for no reason, or they've just gone to tell their master that we're here.
The
So,
crow knows what
either
it
a
is.
message-
options.
I imagine by the time you've done this, Hugo's already around the corner. You turn around and he's just gone.
Yeah, we're both gone.
We thought you were behind us and you're just staring down some crows.
She's about to fight a crow.
Eric,
Those crows are bad friggin' omens, dude. They hang around battlefields of death and
It depends
carcasses.
on the context.
I don't know. They're annoying. They're certainly annoying, guys. They always try to steal my tools. They like shiny things.
I have
Ada used to be a
magpie
watcher.
that
She's watched
Jumps on my
bad
roof.
things, and crows are often there.
Eric, what did you get for your test?
I got a 13.
A 13. Looking along the area, it doesn't, around this space and along the top of the stairs, there doesn't appear to be any sign of the claws, like these sort of like claws or scratch marks. But you can see, as you're looking, like getting your bearings back inside the house, you see the far wall, the like left side of the building, there is what appears to be a pipe, like a vent that goes up to the roof, or up to that spot where you gather the vent was torn, and it just goes the whole way down the wall to the stairs.
I think Hugo and I are gonna ascend the stairs. I'm gonna particularly follow that pipe where it broke out of, because wherever that pipe ends or breaks in some way, that creature went in it.
As I'm walking, I'm just going to do a slight scuff X with my foot, and then keep moving forward in case Ada look back and don't see her. Scuff X, she can follow that. I'm going to make my way and see if I can find a pair of stairs.
Cool. Heading
I was
down.
looking stealth.
Cool. Anyone who wishes to can roll me a stealth check.
I will be the stealths.
Everybody stealthing.
Come
Is
on.
that dexterity?
It is indeed.
I'm a rogue, IRL. You can't embarrass me like this, dice. Come on.
Oh, they can and they
Embarrass
will.
yourself.
You'd think, sir.
What is happening?
11.
What is happening?
20.
16. Whoa. Ada's the better rogue.
And
Don't steal my title
5.
from me.
And
That's all she
Eric
has.
can have a stunt point. And
Stun point, yes. I would like to. I believe you gave me one before,
I
right?
did.
Okay, so let me have a look at these.
Where did I put my goddamn...
And in this encounter, I would like to use my ability. Oh no, they can't see me. Bummer.
I would like to use Stay Aware.
Okie dokie.
I'll just
Yep.
use wariness again. Like, I'm aware.
Oh, good. You... so what, it was 20, 16, 11.
Yep.
So, 47 total. Cool. You...
I am the shadows.
The three of you, like, start to make your way down the stairs. Eric following that pipe, that sort of, ventilation shaft. You continue down to the floor, the ground floor area. You do see the doorway ahead, as it seems to be sort of collapsed in. With the, sort of this sort of like narrow triangular passage out to the front. As you reach the ground floor, can I get Eric and Hugo to make me a willpower test, please?
I'm good at this.
14.
Also 14.
Nice. So the two of you, as you were reaching
Ooh, Stay Aware. Can I use that +1 that it gave me on my next test? Does a willpower? Yep. So 15.
15, yep. You reach the bottom floor, or the ground floor, and as you're wandering down the stairs, you felt this feeling almost like you feel like you're. I will say, Eric, you feel this very strongly, and Hugo, you feel it, but it's like it's a tingle. It's an odd.
Sixth sense type thing.
Yeah. It's like it's almost like you have this idea of almost like, is that my paranoia? Am I imagining this? Eric's just like, oh, that happened. There is a moment as you, reaching the bottom floor, as you were descending the stairs, you felt almost as if you were like wading into a very foul pool. Like it is almost this feeling of suddenly you feel like as if, you know, as you move your hands around you, move your legs, there's almost a resistance to it. You feel like you're dragging slightly. Only very, very slightly, to the point of you're almost like, as I said, almost in that sense of, am I actually imagining this? As your foot hits the bottom of the stairs, both of you feel this and it's almost like echoing around you. It's resonating in the air. It's very subtle and almost like that, like altitude, sort of like your ears popping almost, but it's this very sort of.
Does it sound like a heartbeat to me?
Like, if it were, it's like stretched and slowed down extremely. But it is very not dissimilar to a heartbeat.
I don't like this.
There's something very wrong down here.
Hugo's gonna raise his hammer.
Eric's gonna take out his gun.
What can we see at the bottom of these steps?
Can I follow that pipe a little bit more, or did it just hit the floor and that's where it is?
Yeah. Wandering around the other side of the stairs, you see beneath the stairs, it seems to go straight to the floor.
Like, and opens up or further down?
Further down.
Yeah. I'm gonna say there's a basement.
Fuck.
I think we need to find a basement, because our beastie came from that.
Did you feel a tingle?
Oh yes, very strongly. There's a foulness in the air that's palpable.
Is that... Are you hearing that too, or is that just me?
No, I'm definitely hearing that, and I don't like it. I very much don't like it. We should wait for Ada, yes?
Let's wait for Ada. Give me your gun.
Yep.
I'm gonna check to make sure that it's loaded properly.
I know
And hand it back.
You know, I've done basic military training. I know how to load a gun, you know.
Yeah, I'm just worried because that felt really fucked up, and I don't want you shooting blanks. It's what I do to calm down, okay? Just leave it.
Okay, fair enough.
And we're just gonna wait for Ada, and Hugo's just sitting there. You can see him slightly raising his leg to like tap it, like bump his leg up and down like a tick.
Like a nervous
He's trying
twitch,
his best. But he's trying his best not to move his legs. You see him tense it every once in a while and just hold his foot flat down.
Tell me about something.
You're tall.
Tell me about a machine that you've made recently.
Hugo's gonna flash back to something he made very recently and just go very quiet.
This usually works. Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just need a drink. It's been a very long day.
Eric brings out a patch and it's just like whiskey. It's the dock lads don't really like anesthesia all that much, so sometimes they prefer the old-fashioned way.
Thanks. There was just an issue in the workshop, and I'm just gonna scull a bit of liquid courage.
Since when have you ever had an issue?
Yeah. I'm going to check to see if Ada's here yet.
As you like,
She's like right next to you.
yeah, chuckle and turn around. Ada's just like sitting on the like third or fourth step, just watching what's going on.
Just fuck.
It's like a half raised upper hammer. It's like,
Nen, announce yourself.
I was sneaking. Are we being sneaky?
Yes, we are being sneaky.
all right, let's go.
Basement. We need to find a basement. Whatever is there is under us.
Can you hear a heartbeat, Ada?
No.
All right, so magical-ish. Got it. All right, sweet.
Yep, that's.
I'll go first.
Mm-hmm.
Hugo's going to start making his way down the steps.
Ada will go, hey, it's all right. I'm here. And inspire them. And all who hear these words heal 1d6 plus my communication because someone took injury before.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that was
So
totally not
plus
my fault.
5. Plus 5, and you both get a bonus 2 to your next test.
Heck yeah, and that's exactly the amount of damage that got hurt.
Hell yeah. Cool.
What ability is that?
It's the expert level of Inspire.
I didn't even know there was a thing. I'm still trying to figure out how to expert upgrade things. I couldn't find it for my skills. Anyway.
Any time that you get a talent, so any of the levels that you get a talent, you can either take a new one or upgrade one that you already have.
Yeah, I couldn't find a list of upgrades for talents.
Oh yeah, like that's all good. We can go over that later.
Yeah.
Excellent. So looking around, yeah, you have the corridor in front of you. To the left of you, there is another room. There, appears to be a sort of the room appears to be more or less ransacked. Like it's been furniture's been overturned, stuff's been piled in one corner. There's a one side appears to be a small kitchenette, and the other is like a living space or a mess space. Looking around, at least as far as you can see, there does not appear to be any sort of way down any further from here.
Can I roll a perception check? Is this to see if this place has been lived in? Like, has dust been moved around? Are there scuff marks on the floor? Do cabinets look like their hinges have been moved recently, so there's a tiny bit of grease slightly burrowing the top of the pin?
Sure. Can you roll me a perception test, please?
Ada would also like to roll a perception test and close her eyes and use her hearing and see if she can sense where there's any like wind or breeze
Sure.
going
Also,
down
definitely
because
do
the
that.
vacuum process.
14.
14, cool. So you, having a look around the space, there's, thankfully, in this case, you recognize that this, as mentioned, this place has been dilapidated for quite some time. You see there's like a number of places where there's dirt and scuff marks on the floor. It does seem that someone was here not too long ago. You also notice, as you're looking around, one of the things you do notice is that the doorway, the corridor to the front of the door, the stone, again, the stone that seems to be on the edge of the wall that's caved in, looks fresher than the rest of the stone.
Can I use my stun points just before you finish all of that?
Sure.
To use the upper hand in case within the next few moments, if things start to break out, I believe I get a +3 to initiative. Yeah.
Cool.
Sorry, my bad.
You looking it around, it appears that a lot of the damage and especially considering upstairs, it did not seem like a lot of the furniture or stuff had been disturbed other than being like the wall caving in. this looks like it's been, like, tossed. This room looks like it's been, completely upturned. And additionally, from what you gather, the wall caving in at the front corridor, that's new.
Like stone had been misplaced. There was dust all over the place.
By the looks of it, as you're like imagining, you were like looking at it and going, something's taken out the support beam here, which has collapsed this wall inwards, and that is something quite recent.
Okay. Lovely. I'm gonna let the team know that. Oh yeah, this place has just been trashed, but I can't. It doesn't look that lived in, and I couldn't pick it apart from the fact that it had been ripped apart. Can Ada, do you know how to find hidden spots? Because I don't see any way. This is the end of the line. I don't see any way down.
Sorry, Ada, what did you get for your
17.
hearing? 17. Lovely. You close your eyes and taking a moment to sort of be in the space and filtering out all of the sounds that you know, all of the recognized sounds. There's this underlying sound that catches your attention that you can't pick it for a while. It's this odd whistle, or like it's wind, but it's not. And as you listen to it, it becomes clearer. You crouch and sort of placing your hand to the ground, you strain to hear this, and you start to just hear this. As it sounds that something very large is more or less sounds like it is struggling to breathe below you.
No. Oh no, she has the concerned face. Why are you pointing down? Oh god.
There's something very large struggling to breathe. And then she just points under here. Now, I'm sorry, mind magic man, but I think this is the part where can you use your to see the thing?
I'm just gonna raise my hammer up.
Also, Ada, one other little tidbit that as you no. As you lean down and you're hearing this voice, your hand rests against the ground, against the floorboards. They are warm. They are like the rest of the world around you has that like slight chill in the air. The stone, as you press your hand to it, is cold. The floor is warm.
Something. This is warm. I feel like there's only 3 of us. And we may have saved the world, which no one gives us credit for, by the world. Wait, thank you for stopping the cult. So where's our PR team about that?
Ragnarok, just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I totally.
You know what? After we're done with this, I'm going to that god in charge of our city, and I'm telling him what's under there and what we did, because my kids need some money. I've got so many mouths to feed. But there's something under here. So can you use your brain thing to tell us if it's bad or a good thing? Because it could be bad, but it could also be someone who's not bad, and they're like under there suffering.
We should end their
maybe
suffering.
help.
That's a good way to put it. Okay. This could be really bad. Probably bad. The statistical.
Also, if you get possessed, do you want me to kill you or what? What's the vibe?
I can break his legs.
No,
I don't know
don't-
how the mind thing works, but like,
No.
can it come back and like?
No, it doesn't do that unless it has its own mind, things of its own. So, but no, don't do that. Cut out my tongue and cut off my hands.
It's the
I don't think I'm going to get away with that if I bring your still living body that is possessed to Money Mummy.
Look, yeah, Muscle Money will not be happy with that.
Well, then I guess I'm your problem. Then I'm gonna do these sense mines. I'm really. Eric does not want to do this.
You've got one job. One job.
I know, but it's spoopy now, and I'm.
And you got a +2 to that test, bonus test.
Can I do an
remember.
engineering
fuck.
check?
Sure. What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to see whether or not. So, the way Ada described it is there's something under there. I would like to see how recently these stones have been moved based on the scuff marks and dust between them.
You're talking about the stone, like the front corridor?
Is it +2?
No, like on the floor.
Oh, the floors, like, it's more, not so much stone, it's furniture. Like, it
Like
is this.
wood?
Yeah, there's like wood and stuff. Looking at the dust and all that sort of thing, you gather it is. It is, but like, yeah, looking over the stuff, the stone, and like, so looking over the scuff, and the, like, the dust patterns and like how much dust is, like, the different areas and all that sort of stuff, you gather it's been 3-4 days since someone's been here.
Okay.
So, I hit it thanks to Ada.
Ah,
Keeping
lovely.
your friendly neighborhood waif boy alive pays off.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's not like it's more like the magic it would have failed and then I would have been spared, but now I have to do it.
Yep. Love
Okay.
it.
I sense what's under there.
Just give me a
Under
moment
lich.
as I remind
Spooky music.
myself. Oh, we've had spooky music on for this whole time.
I need my emotional support stuffy.
He's been slowly turning up the white noise, and then suddenly, as this check finishes, the white noise cuts off, and we realize that white noise was playing.
It's only sense presence.
I don't like it. I don't
I love
like
doing
it.
that to my players.
I don't like the fact that it says or absence of other minds.
I mean, I think that's just saying, like, hey, there's no actual brains here.
Yeah.
No brains.
No signal.
Yeah.
Your 5G is disconnected.
Yeah, there's a bunch of koalas, but there's no smooth brain. No, it's all smooth brains. Nothing here.
But all the koalas would be high, right? 'Cause
Yeah,
they all
but-
get high off eucalypts.
Yeah,
This
but their
is-
brains are smooth.
This is a very interesting situation.
If it was a stone floor, at least it could be like, okay, it'd be difficult.
No, it's wooden floor.
It's wooden floor.
Why didn't we just set the place on
Wooden
fire
floor.
and call it a day?
It's
You know,
wooden
that's a good
floor.
idea. Let's do
It's
that.
it's a wooden floor and it's warm.
I just set the place on fire.
Let's
I
just
have
fucking leave.
ethanol in my
Pour a
pack.
barrel of oil down here. Burn it.
You reach out with sense mines.
Yep.
And you immediately wish you hadn't. As reaching out, there are, I will say, how to put it. At the moment, as far
Nothing
like
to hide
the first thing that your ping picks up is there are 5 mines below you. They are neither human nor animal, as far as you can tell. It does not give you a type. It does not give you a thing.
Domain
The
extension.
thing that trips you up, the thing that you see that you're like, I don't know, that doesn't make sense, is you would see a mind in your thing, in your like radar, as more or less a blip. Like it is a solid, glowing blip. And the same thing is, but unlike the ones you saw before when these things were dormant, that they are, sort of faint and really like pinpointable, there is what first looks like a very large blip on your radar directly below you, until you realize that as you are staring at it, even as your radar is going out, that blip is moving. As if there are hundreds of tiny blips within that one blip.
I just immediately, as soon as I grab these two by the collar and I'm leading them back up the stairs. Just
go. Domain expansion, GTFO.
Just and Eric just shaking his head. Just
time to fucking run.
Go now. Get up the stairs.
Running.
Up the stairs. Now we're leaving.
Yeah. Real quick. Eric, can you roll me an intelligence test for me, please?
Oh no.
At least it's not an intelligence save.
Look, we took your boy out on a mission.
Don't have saves.
And now he's possessed.
Now
But
he's
here
insane.
He
was already insane in the membrane. He doesn't need this. Can I put in Mind Arcana?
You can. Yes, absolutely.
Fantastic. That's a 19. I'm not chancing this shit.
Oh, no, absolutely not. You recognize, thinking about what you saw below you, just to put it in context for you. When you tested before, those things that you saw at the building in the previous fight, they showed up as like full blips. The only other time that you have seen this sort of like minuscule blip before like that is when whatever it was that you sensed was not fully formed yet. E.g., you scanned and saw two minds, one of them being very, very small within a pregnant mother.
Mm-hmm.
You gather that the many little smaller blips that you saw, they are more or less gathering. Like, you are more or less a gathering of what could be described as larvae or infantile forms.
5 big ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm shoving these two up the stairs. I'm shoving them up the stairs.
Coming back with a barrel of oil.
No talk now. We talk outside building.
They
Get
really
up,
do
walk
come
up.
out.
Get up the fucking stairs.
I go upstairs, all the way upstairs to the roof.
Cool.
Who gave us this job again? Oh, wait. The dude at the pub. You're into the pub?
Yep.
Are we getting paid for this?
What's the middle of, not escape, but middle of, I'd like to fucking leave now, please.
GTFO.
Yep, GTFO, just, that's gonna go to this tree over here.
Okay. What? Was it big?
I'll talk to you when I'm downstairs. Bang! And I shoot off the thing I'm trying to leave immediately. This is
Do we need to warn people?
Like, we need to go.
Until that gun gets back, I'm just gonna stand in front of the door with my hammer in case something comes up.
Mm-hmm. You, at this point, hear there's this from below, there's this hollow echoing as you start to hear kunk, 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 and you look over and see the ventilation shaft in the wall is shaking. Every so often, Hugo, you see small like dints come outwards in the steel, as it seems that at least one of these things is starting to make its way out of this vent.
Can I make my way to that vent?
What are you doing?
Like, you're making your way to the shaft? Like, to the...
Is there a physical pathway to the vent?
Can I
like, you'd be
in
able
the
to get
middle
to
of flying away?
from where you are now, you'd be able to walk over, like, just down the stairs a little to the actual, like, the pipe, yes.
Above where this thing is?
No. Like, it is now coming up. It is now, like, when you look over and see it, it is at your level.
Please, can I just, like, shoot? I want to get out.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm out.
You go standing there, it's like, Ada, go, Ada, go, Ada, get the fuck out of here.
Ada's already gone. He's like, run.
She's held on to me.
Ada's like, that song, run, dun it.
You guys were left me on the roof. I looked at how tall is the second story.
Hey.
I can send the thing back.
We'll send it back, send it back, send it back.
I make another shot so it can go up to you.
Who are you shooting at?
Well, I'm gonna shoot it like down to where it is, unplug it, and then just shoot up to where I had it before.
Okay, and then you're just letting it go?
Let it go. Yeah, I'm just letting it
go. Okay,
Does it make
sure.
it to me in time?
In time for what?
To not have to deal with whatever the fuck is in that.
Oh no,
ventilation?
that thing, like, as this like flies back up to you, it reaches the top. You hear another like, and it suddenly just the sound of it seems to just echo off into the night.
Fuck that.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. I'm gonna run out to the front of the building. Where is it?
Hey, it's gone.
Fuck. You guys are looking.
Do we have a map where we could pinpoint where this place was again? Do we have an ability?
You'd be able to like find it.
We'd be able to find
this
it.
is
So be able to tell the guards
it is
and
more
Big
or
Mama.
less almost as far north in the slums as you can get. Like, it's not a particularly difficult place to find.
Is it anywhere near the mother and daughter, or is it like mother and child? Or
No,
are
not
they
particularly
Okay.
close.
Barrel of oil down the pipe. We burn them.
It's like, I don't think I need you both to understand what I just witnessed.
Well, please articulate.
I really don't want to. Okay,
Do we have
so
to do that
use
here, or can
poetry.
we
I
be
don't give a
walking
fuck.
away?
yes,
We're walking away.
let's walk and talk.
Wait for me. I have little legs. Fuck.
I thought you dwarves are natural sprinters.
We're very dangerous over short distances.
Dragyn, just let me double checking. Like 5 big ones.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's
Okay.
like, so you saw what is essentially,
Yeah,
you saw like 5 mines
5
down
lines.
there. There were like five what you would, because I gather, like, as far as I can see from the spell, it doesn't necessarily give you an idea of size.
Yeah, that's completely fine.
So
That's
it's
just, like,
basically
5 big ones.
you got 5 blips down there. So there are five beings down there with an intelligence rating, shall we say? There are 5 active minds down there, and there was a
like 100.
for lack of a better word, a pool of
Yes.
countless tiny specks.
Okay, so 5 mines are down there. Definitely 5.
There's
Four,
probably 5 of those
you gather 4, at least possibly 4 now.
Possibly now 4.
Is it gonna follow us?
That I suspect. However, that's not what concerns me. What concerns me, see, I can even sense an infantile mind. I can usually sense a child being grown in the womb of a mother.
That's freaky.
Yes, and they're more faint. There's not really much of a mind there.
Basically,
yet.
once you know that once the essentially more or less sentience, like once they start to function on they reach the stage that they start to function on their own.
Yes.
Once it becomes sort of a not so much a part of the mother anymore.
Yes.
That would be the point that you start to see a very small signal from the mind.
Oh, weird. Eric can literally see a baby like grow into sentience. It's like, eh.
So you really
Anyway,
know when life starts, don't you?
But so it's very faint. For infants. There's a pool of them.
Like a
I'm
dead
not talk-
pool, a kiddie pool, a barrel pool, a puddle.
hundreds more. So many.
Fire.
But what do you know? Do you know that fire works on these creatures, or does it speed up their gestation and gets them all out? Because it was
definitely
warm.
worked. Fire definitely worked because we pushed
They
it into
jumped
fire
through the
and
flames at me.
it went poof. It did not like fire. Or at least it didn't like the light. That's something we can confirm.
Is there anyone in the city who is like a specialty person in these kinds of creatures that we can talk to?
And these type of creatures, like these types of things, are either from hell itself or the gap.
There's not people who specialize in like that death ship that you guys were going on about before, like
Okay,
people
look.
who know about these kinds of things.
Oh,
Look, hell is
there's a whole
particular-
organization of them.
There's not an organization we want to be around.
No, it's not.
I
Yeah,
look at Eric
Like,
and I gesture.
I look at hell in history and stuff like that as a hobby and a particular thing. It doesn't matter.
Just
Is
a
there
passing
books
hobby.
we can look at?
Pardon?
Go to the library and do research?
We could definitely do research, but right now I am going to head to Sigrid and tell her there is a city-level threat on our hands.
Cool.
I'm going to go and get some oil. Very flammable oil.
Yes, do that and potentially explosive. Maybe knock on
I'll see if Saga's around.
yeah, see if Saga can whip us up another one, because I feel like we might bloody need it.
Timed explosive. Perfect. I don't have the time for it right now. I'm gonna go to Saga.
Cool.
Break.
Tell your children to stay away from the slums. Tell their families, get their families out of there. Because these things
Yeah,
are
no, I'm not going to let them be fed upon, but it doesn't feel like those things are going to be like restricted by the slums. It kind of flew out into the dark.
It's kind of cute that you
Yes.
think Ada's kids have families.
They could. You don't know.
They just abandon their family in the slums to go live with Ada and work
Yeah.
for Ada.
Ada is
Maybe
Hey,
their
good.
dad's a dick.
in
What?
in an alternate universe. Ada's name is Fagin.
So yeah, Eric's gonna waste no
Child
time.
Protective Services. Sorry, Patrick.
Eric is going to walk very, very quickly
Mhm.
to find Sigrid immediately.
Yeah. You
Ada will follow.
Cool. Eric, you walk swiftly. All of you now walk swiftly through the slums at night. Every sound, every skitter, every screech is something. It's suddenly taking this new threat, this new malice in the darkness. As you... There's almost in your minds like an odd relief that you feel stepping back into the streets, the, sort of like refined stone streets of Vatngarda. And it suddenly becomes all too clear why people are preferring to rough it in the alleyways rather than return to their homes in the slums. As you reach the sort of main thoroughfare, each of you splits off, heading to your individual purposes. Hugo, you were heading to Saga?
I'm heading to Saga with the intention of seeing if I can buy whatever I need to do to get a small timed explosive.
Cool. Arriving at Saga's, you see her, the front roller door is shut. She's just sort of sitting there leaning against the the door. Further ahead from her, you can see a few people just sort of laughing and cheering. She seems to be chatting with someone, nursing a mug of ale. Seems like, looking up to the both, you can see the block party is in full swing. Lots of people eating and drinking. You see Bo, sort of like passing out, legs of pork and plates and bowls. She turns and like gives you a smile and a nod. It's just like, hey, you no? Okay. Looks up at the guys, like, she gets herself to her feet, looks at the guys like, I'll catch you later.
I lead her about like maybe 30 feet, at least in a way that if I'm chatting and I'm trying to be quiet, but I'm also a little bit frantic, someone's not going to be like, hell are they talking about, and be like, oh, monsters, yay, fuck. So it's like, Saga, I need a favor. I'll purchase it if I need to. I'll pay you back at the time. I need a timed explosive and explosive liquid.
She sort of looks at you, like, tilts her head and just sort of goes, should be doable, yes.
How quickly can we get this done? I don't need fancy, I need functional.
Give me 10 minutes.
Thank you. I really appreciate this. I'm so sorry for interrupting you.
Yeah.
You're fun. It's important.
She turns back and heads back over towards the roller door, lifts the roller door up and wanders in.
Starts wait outside.
Yep, starts to get to work.
Just bouncing around.
Cool. Eric, you heading to the trading post?
I'm finding Sigrid as soon as possible.
Entering into the trading post, you see to one side you see Torfin. I need to double check who's on watch at the moment because I forget who I put as what.
He has schedules.
I do have schedule. Well, there's one schedule that I have for one very specific reason.
Ooh. Someone's having an affair.
Yes.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Where are we here?
See, this is why I'm the smart one.
Yeah.
Smart one.
I am SMRT.
Slums are in the north or south, did you say?
They're every direction, really. Like, they are the outer rim of the show. Like, the ones you were just in were more like northwest.
Okay.
You see Hati, as she is, like, standing off to one side, as you enter, like, her head...
I look frantic. Like, I don't look okay.
Her head, like, snaps to you as you enter, and then this sort of, like, alert, very sort of, like, alert expression softens to sort of a concern. Similarly, Sigrid turns and, like, looks towards you. It's like, Eric, are you, you look awful.
I feel worse, if you can believe it. Something's bad. The slums, we figured out where it was coming from.
Right. Yes. What is it? What's happening?
I don't particularly know what it is. Either way, it either comes... It's an abomination of some kind. It's in the northwest outer slums. Something is growing there, and the amount that it's growing, it could wipe out the whole city.
You see Sigrid is one that keeps her emotions very heavily in check. She has openly told you within very private settings that she control of oneself leads to control over others. It's, one cannot have control over anyone else as long as others have control over them. You see in this moment, her eyes widen.
There are not being facetious.
She nods and goes, "So what do we do?"
They don't seem to like fire very much, so they're nocturnal. I'd say there's already one loose again in the slums. Not much we can do about that. But I suggest
Sigrid, like as you mentioned, that turns to Hearty and is like, "Wake Skull up. He can deal. It's an emergency." As Hearty like nods and bounds off towards the back of the room.
There seems to be. Sorry, keep going.
Do you have a problem with anyone at the moment? Because creatures related to this thing seem to attack 2 people who had possession of crates that were meant for you.
Where?
In the slums, she points out where on the map. They seemed nondescript and just had a shipping thing on the side, but when I opened them up, the dog thing.
Food, supplies, flour, salt, that sort of thing. Do we have any missing cargo?
You see her, like, she looks down at the map where you placed a hand on the table, and she looks up at, you see, yeah, both of you give me an insight check, real quick.
Oh. And insight is perception?
Yes. Perception, insight.
Thank you.
Sorry, it'd be empathy in this case, not insight. Apologies. But yeah.
I do not read her well. I think I'm too stressed.
Too stressed. You're too close to this one. Back up.
I'm too close. I got a 6. I'm too close.
Oh, no.
You're too thrown by the fact that she reacted.
Probably, yeah.
What you see is she essentially.
So I got a 17, but I got doubles with a 3 on the die because mine's rolling, making up for me horrifically failing everything the last few things. Eric gets a point, and I would like to use spot tells. Your interaction gives a sense of how your target might deceive you.
Cool.
So if they're trying to trick or lie.
You see, it is extremely quick. It is extremely subtle. But the answer comes in your mind and from your feeling of this matter and your knowledge of Sigrun, the answer comes a millisecond too late. And you catch just this sort of, just from as she's standing with her hand on the map, looking at the spot where you've pointed out, she glances at Da, standing behind the counter, and just for the briefest moment, their eyes catch, and then she looks, but as soon as they were there, they're back, and she goes, "Yes, we had 4 of our cargo stolen. We didn't know where they'd gone. Now we do. Why were they targeted?"
We don't know, but they were. You were saying, Eric, that the creatures were summoned.
Creatures like
the
that.
Baby versions?
No, like whatever is creating it doesn't just, they don't pop out of nowhere. Like these abominations were summoned here by somebody. And to the extent of how they're just recreating themselves, it's staggering. It's either someone who did not know what the hell they were summoning, and now it's an infestation, or they know exactly what they're doing, and that we should be concerned.
We need to deal with that tonight. things that spawn in that way do not do so slowly.
There was only 5 when 5 I could sense down there. I can't really tell if it was like there's definitely 5 of them, likely 4 because 1 ran out, but the rest of them, if they started to gestate faster, they would overrun the city.
We need to move quickly then.
Hugo's already getting a explosive device from Saga. We just
Good.
need something to make sure that place goes up.
And maybe there's one already on the loose. If while we've been here, who knows if a second one hasn't burst through. These things were huge in comparison to the little ones.
Skull and Hearty will be on the hunt for any that get out, but I will need you to deal with the others.
Can you send one of your other guys to make sure all my kids get out and the girls don't go near?
Yes.
Thank you.
Sigrid goes to sorry, she turns and like snaps her fingers at one of the sort of like loiterers essentially and points to the back of the room. He goes through and comes back with a small box. Opening it up, you see there are 4 incendiary blast vials in it.
That will definitely help.
Mm-hmm. Just note that once the fire is out, or once the vials are used, the fire, it will be wild, and it will burn everything. Just be careful.
Hey, how many times have I ended up in a dangerous situation? How many times in my life? How's this one any different?
Should I list alphabetically or allegorically?
Level of intensity, that's much more interesting.
Ascending or descending? Get... Cool. The 2 of you turn to leave. Ada, you go, like, strolling out. Eric, as you turn to leave, a very strong grip grabs your arm. You turn back, and Sigrid is standing over you. Is standing, like, right at your side, head, basically, like, cheek pressed to to the side of your head. Seems to be sort of just, like, standing for a moment, and then just says, "More shadows than you know coalesce tonight. And I don't know what I can trust. Can I trust in you, Eric?"
Of course you can. You're the only one I do trust in this world.
You feel her... You did not realize as she stepped this close to you, but you feel her physically relax. There is a tension that immediately drops from her body. She leans in, she says, "Stay wary tonight. Stay safe. And if it comes down to you or them, it's you. Okay? You come back."
We'll all come back. but after I come back, we're talking about this.
I owe you that much, yes. Now go. Your friends are waiting.
Can Ada just pick up from Hardy or something like that? Just ask for like if she can borrow like a longbow.
Sure.
Basically, because her she's like, these things are fast, and my crossbow takes too long. Well, it hurts. I can't. Yeah, one attack every 2 rounds isn't.
My arm and cut nails just can't handle the crossbow that quickly.
Easy enough as you're like heading out towards the door, like, one of the other workers, one of the other just sort of like Varg agents around the area, Hati appears to be gone. But one of the other workers brings you what is more or less like a recurve, like a cavalry bow, more or less. Yeah, it's a longbow, essentially.
Because I don't want to get near these things, but yeah, I need more shots.
Cool. Hugo. After a few moments, you're hearing like just some sort of the telltale like clanging and whirring and turning. Saga returns out with a what appears to be a section of like rather large like pipe, essentially like this long. At one end there just appears to be more or less like very unceremoniously bolted on appears to be a small metal compartment with a like a cord or like a pin stuck through it. There's a metal ring at the top that she's holding it from. It is more or less a small oil canister that you very quickly realize has a fuse and small blast charge attached to the top of it. It is, very much, quite literally, it is the definition of function over image. Aesthetic, that's the one, yeah. She hands it over.
Saga, you are a Valkyrie, thank you. Stay here, don't go anywhere near the northwest side of town. I've got to run. And I run.
Cool. You turn like grab and bolt and
I'm going to run off to try and meet them where the slums start. Or where I think our paths would meet before heading directly there.
Cool. Yep. So rushing off towards the main road as you went down through that space, heading into the slums again. It is at this point going back an effort to re-enter the slums, as once again you find yourselves that relief that you had entering back into Vartengard now turns to dread as you re-enter into this dark, unknown space. Pushing through the streets till you get to that familiar building. You see you see the building in front of you. Seems the same as when you left it.
Dragyn, just with the incendiary vials, essentially what those do are essentially if we just break them, it'll just fire, right?
They are more or less, they're Molotovs.
Yeah, Molotovs.
Like they are more or less, you throw them, they explode, they go up they're incendiary grenades.
Cool.
Can I tie one to an arrow?
It would be
badly weighted.
Badly weighted, yes. Would not be so much it'd be like, because they're like proper, like vial is probably a bad word, but they are like canisters. They are like grenades, more or less. So
to throw them, would it be accuracy or?
It is, I believe it is an accuracy test, yes.
I have something I would like to try and put forth.
Mhm.
The bomb that I have, is that an explosive or flammable, like napalm-esque?
You gather it is like quite literally it is a like it's a pet
A pipe bomb?
It's a pipe bomb. It's an oil canister with a blast vial attached to it. It is designed to quite literally just spray an area with flame.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And the incendiary, they're Molotov, right?
Yes.
What is the inside of this building made of? The room with the wooden floor.
Wood.
All of it's wood.
Like
All of it's wood.
The both floors are wooden. Both floors are wooden. Many of the pillars inside are wooden. The outer structure is stone, and like stone and steel.
And the buildings on opposing sides and behind are made of
The same.
Okay. So I have an idea, guys.
Mhm.
So this is thanks to Saga. We set this fuse for about a minute. Or about 30 seconds. We put it down through the vent. Eric, that'll be up to you.
Mhm.
I'll cut the timer to the time it needs. We put the incendiary vials all down on the floor above where they were. So this will go off first, light the place up. That will set off the incendiary vials, or I can throw them and then run. And that way they have to either go up the burning tunnel, or they have to come out of a burning building, or they come out somewhere else.
I like the way you think.
Either
Ada
way,
would, I'll let you two do the damage shit. Ada's gonna look around to try and A, see if anyone's watching them, sus watching them again, and B, evacuate people
It's like,
from the surroundings.
Ada, I'd also some things. If you're gonna come back, you have to. When this thing goes off, our job is to look after strays. Anything that's not burnt back, we turn it back or we kill it.
speaking of that, instead of loading them all up in the same spot, I'll put one in the area and then I'll set them off in a proximity to each other, and I'll try and light one so when it goes off, the other one will go off soon after, then it'll make its way
Here's a
down
question.
to the basement.
If you lay these incendiary ones at the door, right?
On the
Can we
floor.
Oh, I'm saying, if we're worrying about them getting out the exits, can we lay the incendiary ones at the exits and blow them up with an arrow or something as they come out?
We can spare one.
I'm just
I'd
asking.
say.
I don't know.
We can
Yeah,
potentially
You guys are the scientists.
we can spare them
just
if you want to
pretty.
try and pop the rats off as they escape the burning building, so to say.
I don't know. What do you guys think is the more strategic?
But you'd have to shoot it with something flammable. If you just shoot it with an arrow, it's like stabbing a pen with or hitting a pen with a hammer. You'll make it blow up, but it won't burn unless it gets hit with fire. So do you have a flint
Okay.
arrowhead?
How about we just do your plan?
Nope, that works.
I like that, but Ada, I just pull out some of my alcohol that I use to clean wounds. And a bunch of bandages, and it's I'm pretty sure this will be a bit more lightweight for your arrows. Yes?
That'll work.
Okay. Ada just ties a whole bunch of flammable stuff to her arrows to light,
Just, soak.
so she can be like Robin Hood and Robin Hood Men and Thieves.
Yeah.
And just imagine
Men in-
sagas
Men in
blowing on her
Thieves?
ear. men, whatever.
When with
Men
Men
in
in Tights
Thieves.
and King of
Men in
Thieves, it
Tights.
just got Men
Yes.
in Thieves.
Yeah, Men in Thieves.
Men in
a really
Thieves. Thieves was
gay
where the shit was
movie.
at.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very gay movie.
Cool.
There
The gay
So-
army of thieves.
Cool. So you've tied some rags to your arrows.
And she'll try and
And
figure out if
you're-
anyone's. Yeah.
Going to put the firebomb down the vent.
The idea is, so we're gonna shoot Hugo up to the second story,
Mm-hmm.
send the grappling gun back to Eric. Eric's gonna use the grappling gun to pull himself up to the vent and then load it down with a 30-second timer, or we'll do a 15-second timer because they might get spooked.
would it go would it go all the way down, Dragyn, or would it be better if I carve into a certain section of the the vent so I can just drop it.
You'd be able, like, unfortunately, that's the sort of thing you would need to be in front of the vent, like actually at the vent to try and fit it in.
Good thing it's a liquid bomb.
I have a question.
But it is a metal tube.
Yes.
So yeah. Yes.
Are you the most agile out of all of us to do this quickly?
Me?
Eric.
I'm fairly agile when I want to be.
Great. I just wanted to check. Make sure that you were fast.
I'm going to place the bombs. I'm going to light them. You'll hear me. How will I let you know? I will place the bombs. I will.
Can you do a bird call of some kind?
Caca.
Sort of.
I like the crow.
I will crow. Or croak. Either way, I'll set the incendiary bombs. I will light them. So they will go off on the inside. You will see fire. And I'll just yell out your name and just throw it in.
Alright. So
When
Ada
you
will
hear
do
your
that whole,
name-
like, evacuating people stuff and thing.
All right,
Throw it,
but
yeah.
let's figure out first if this thing can go down the vent, because I don't want you to be setting yourself on fire unless it's absolutely necessary.
Well, once it goes down the vent, we got to light the timer first.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I'm gonna hop up.
Dragyn, can I make my way up to like where the vent is and try to get myself up to that opening?
Sure. Like with the grappling gun looking on the outside, you'd be able to get to the vent. You would be hanging off the wall.
Yes.
So hanging there, like essentially one hand holding the bomb, the other holding the grappling gun.
Yeah.
It's a tricky situation, but it is like you'd be able to get up there.
I got my knees as a table.
I make my way in and I plant the explosives. I try to set them about 10 feet apart, where I think, roughly from my experience with basic incendiary devices, I put them closer than usual just to make sure. And I'm going to light the first one's timer and run, yelling out, "Eric!"
Guess I'm throwing this in, I guess.
And I'm going to have to jump off the second story.
I am going to try to. I'm gonna try to basically throw this pipe bomb down, and I'm praying it goes down to the basement.
Cool. You can you roll me a dexterity check, please?
You got it. Or would it be accuracy?
No, this would be dexterity because you're trying to basically, because it'd be a case of you being able to pull the thing while balancing and.
All right, not bad, not bad. $13?
13. Okay.
Dean.
Does Eric focus on holding on to the grappling gun or pulling the pin?
Pulling the pin, like to get that thing. He is focusing purely on getting that thing down there.
Yep, cool. You
Fuck his own body, he can live.
as you're like with this thing on your lap, like lifting your legs up so you've got it in your lap, it's unstable. It is tricky, and as you're trying to yank at it, you lift it up and put it in the thing, but as you're like holding the pin, it doesn't let go. And you're shaking it, and then suddenly, so you just like grabbing hold of this and yanking your hand back, you feel the pin give, but you careen backwards.
Oh shit.
You fall for 2 stories, 20 feet. You take 9 points of damage as you hit the ground.
Oof. I'm still okay.
You feel like just this impact, like the wind is driven from your lungs. Your back just aches. But you hear, and as you're like you hear a little. Suddenly realizing that you are right next to the wall where this vent is, you hear tung 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 as the pipe plummets down.
Oh fuck!
Cool. Can you roll me a dexterity check, please?
Should I also? I'm aiming to jump and run into the next building and try and bounce off that before I hit the ground.
What is? I'm pretty sure jumping is a thing in itself. Just roll me a dexterity check, please.
All right, we'll do.
Gonna try to quickly get through this bit because there's a bit I want to end on.
14.
14. Okay.
Oh, 11.
11. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You realize that you roll onto your side and quickly push yourself off, opting to more scramble on your hands and knees.
Do I still have the gun?
No, you let it go.
Shit.
As there is suddenly just this from behind you shaking up through the ground and through the floorboards of this building, a column of fire just up through the roof. As you jump, Hugo, you feel just heat across your back. You land on this building. You take 2 points of damage as you land solidly on the roof next to you. As you turn to look, the entire building behind you is just an inferno. You hear amongst the flames this high-pitched hissing and popping sound. But it's quickly drowned out by this and the crack of stone as this whole the wall at the front, this just collapsed wall at the front of the building is pushed aside. This huge arm just as a figure pulls himself from the rubble, standing at about 7 feet tall. These large, sinewy muscles, giant mouth filled with teeth, and this long tongue that just lashes from side to side. His skin, this sort of pale, haggard skin, cracks and bristle, bristles in places from the flames, as it just looks out at all, as it just seems to look out with no eyes. Looks over each of you and just lets out this. Can I get everyone to roll initiative for me, please?
And
So when you say no eyes, you mean no eye sockets, or is there's no bone for eyes?
No, there is all of the structure there for eyes, but there is just nothing. There is no slits. There are no sockets.
What's
11.
Initiation? What is it again?
Dexterity.
I got all 6s. God damn.
Nice.
Damn.
It's
I
a
like
20.
I like the fact that you were also a military doctor and you were laying down flat after a grenade, because that's what they do when they throw a grenade to prevent all the shrapnel from going through their body.
15.
Love that detail.
Thank you. It was Dragyn's narration.
But I will take 100% credit.
Yes.
It was to both of you. It was to both of you.
Well, Ada's outside,
Okay. Hang on. Let me switch this music over.
There's music.
Cool. 25 to 20.
Cool.
Eric, you got 20?
I got 20.
Cool. You're up first.
Since I got all 6s, I am going to... I'm not going to hold back. I am going to do the mind attack, and I'm going to go for a lethal blow.
Cool. Oh, you're... Actually, no. I did describe that, didn't I? Yes. So, mind attack, lethal blow.
Yep.
Sure thing. Roll damage on that.
I need to quickly hit the target point first, but thank you
Oh, yeah,
for
yeah.
trying to give me free damage.
No, you're...
Yeah, I hit it.
Cool.
Okay.
So that, sorry. So also, yes, because of the thing. Because I don't think we put that in the way. There are no stunt points for initiative rolls.
Damn it!
It is a shame, but yes.
Ah!
I
I
believe
can't
we
do
have
lethal
covered
blow?
that.
Hey,
I can't do lethal blow then?
can't do lethal blow unless you have the stunt points for your casting roll.
Ah! I
That's
don't!
it's the nat 20 on.
That hurts,
Initiative.
that hurts my soul! That's
My
okay.
soul!
My soul! Alright. Damage.
Let's beat up this tall guy with asthma.
That's pretty good nonetheless. I will take it.
Mm-hmm.
That is 14 points of damage.
14 points of damage. Cool. You reach out to like crush at this, like to attack at this thing's mind. You feel like in other situations where you've reached out to a human and it's like you've felt these, like, you know, that sort of tender nuance to a normal person's mind, usually different parts of it, like usually something. You reach out to this and you feel nothing but rage and hunger. There is something that even as you speak, even as you reach out, and as you're standing there, this thing is being fed and it is hungry. Cool. That is your turn.
I'd say that's a major action. My minor action, I'm gonna try and move away from this thing.
Cool.
'Cause I feel like I'm the closest, and I don't want to be.
Cool. That is now the big guy's turn. Oh, wait a minute. Let me quickly. 20 to 15 for initiative. Anybody? Nope.
Me.
Oh, what did you get?
15.
Okay, so you. Nope. Oh, good.
Nope.
So the Hellion Alpha goes first. As I'm assuming that Ada, you were at the front of the building.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So it's now going to charge over towards you.
Oh no!
Maybe it wants to just talk?
I read its mind.
Does a 15 hit?
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. In which case. So you take. You take 16 points of damage.
Jesus.
As it.
So -3, so 13.
Yeah. As it charges over, slams its claws into you. Can you also roll me a dexterity check, please?
Sure. Of course.
Wow.
12 plus 1 stunt point, and I feel like Eric really needs a stunt point at the moment. They're in the bad.
So it
bad.
is a 12, you said?
13.
13. You, as this thing, like, it slams these long talon claws into the side of you. You feel them like clamp into the side of your shoulder, like a steel trap. You are restrained. It is now.
Awesome.
It is now your go.
Shoot it in the face.
Ada's like going, it's okay, guys. Everything's gonna be okay.
Stop saying that. That's what people say before they get torn in half.
And everyone gets... Oh, that's nice. Except for me.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody gets 8 points of healing and +2 on their next test. And yes, Ada will be like, glad I kept my crossbow on me. Swing it around and shove it, because he's right there clamped onto her. Shove it like under its here and just be like, kapur.
Can you roll me an attack, please?
If I use quick question. Do I get to know if the roll fails or passes before I roll inspiration, or do I have to wait?
What does the inspiration say?
And just the gift from the chat.
Yes, there was a gift from chat.
That's right. I would say for inspiration. Yeah, actually, yeah, no, I'll allow that to be you fail. So yeah, no, yes, you can know whether or not you fail before you roll inspiration.
The one time I wanted doubles, I did not get it.
I'll also have to double check what the rules are about shooting point blank, but that can wait until next time.
12. 15?
15 hits.
Okay. I'm going to use the inspiration because I want to try and get doubles because I want to try and use a particular stunt. Because I'm insane, so I would like to cash in my inspiration.
You do need to if you use inspiration, you do need to use the new roll.
Yes, I understand how big of a risk that I am taking.
That's all good as long as you
She's a mad lady, but let's fucking go. Let's see our madness rewarded.
Devil numbers.
Yes!
Yay!
She fucking did it! She's a mad lad. Woo!
What did we get?
We got 2 5s and a 4.
Woo!
4 on the start die, and +3 is 18.
It still hits, yes.
And then I would like to use my class stunt.
Yep.
Dominate foe. You compel an enemy to feel intense fear, confusion, or distraction. Select one target who can perceive you and has willpower no higher than your communication. You impose one of the following conditions on them: confused, defenseless, and frightened. And I would like to make them defenseless.
Okay.
Yes.
So what is the check for that?
What is their willpower?
It is wait, no, what is your communication? I'm guessing
3.
it's higher, but yes, it's so their willpower is lower.
Yay! So they're now defenseless until my next turn. So the next 2 hits those guys do. They have the defenseless condition, which is like...
I really need to keep my...
I looked that up. Loses their dexterity bonus to defense and suffers a -3 penalty to their defense rating after that. And
Well, shit.
And they're vulnerable to coup de grace. Oh no, only if they're by bound, but they're not bound.
Coup de grace.
Coup de grace. Coup de grace. Coup de grace.
Coup de grace.
It's
Coup de grace.
I
So
called
good.
it coup de grace once when I was younger, and my friends tore into me for being
Coup
an
de
idiot.
grace.
Cool. So yes, so he is defenseless as he is holding on to you now and just completely focused on you.
It's like the dark wells of the ocean appear in Ada's eyes themselves. As she is just screaming in agony because he's 16 points of fucking damage.
Yeah,
in
he's
her
a
shoulder,
he's a big boy,
and
when
she's it's like, you've restrained me. Well, fuck you too. And she'll roll her damage. Yay! Which is 2d6 plus 1.
Mhm.
So that's a 6 and a 5. So that's 11 plus 1 is 12 points of damage. And he has no
12
defense.
points of damage. Nice.
So she's like, you have armor?
Cool.
No, you don't have armor anymore. Fuck you.
Cool.
No armor. Does not exist. Fake.
You, yeah, firing off a shot, it like straight through this thing's neck, and it sort of like recoils for a moment, and then just like its head just rises.
What's his breath smell like?
Awful. Yeah, it is just like just quite literally rotten meat and decay. It's foul.
Yuck.
But
cool.
just, guys, Ada's in big trouble. She's restrained, and it literally basically took half of her life health in one hit. So any help would be great.
Don't
But you know
worry.
what? As she said, everything's fine, guys. Don't worry, I'm here.
What's the
From
encourage thing do again?
Stop points.
Stop.
Cool.
No, you get +2 to your next test.
Oh, sorry.
from
But you got a stun point.
Oh, I got
from
some.
behind at the burning building, each of you sees smaller compared to this behemoth in front of you, small flaming forms just like come like a flurry out of the thing, out of the building. That is going to be an attack for they charge, one for each of you charge forwards.
Not me.
Hey.
I'm on a roof.
Oh yeah, no, it climbs.
You realize they made a hole in the roof. right? This
You
thing-
recognize, like, you see these things, and these things, like, first of all, they don't have eyes. Second of all, they're on fire, and it makes a beeline for you. It charges.
Sorry, can I do one last thing as
You
part of my
can
turn?
indeed.
I would like to use my dazzle ability because I don't want to get hit again.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't remember.
While we're here, while that's happening, Hugo, 12 to hit.
12 does hit.
Okay. You take
I
6 points of damage.
Yep.
Sorry, what'd you say, Ada?
I dazzle the Hellion.
The big one, or
Yeah, so I get and we know that my communication is greater than his willpower,
Mhm.
so I gain +2 to defense.
okie dokie. From the little one as it charges out of the building.
Yay!
That is a 14 to hit.
Yay!
Yay.
Be a squishy.
I mean,
There's
does
also-
restrained make me easier to hit?
Torfin, you asshole, where are you?
No, I actually need to look up what Hugo's armor could actually be. Because right now I'm just rocking the leather coat.
Just give me a moment. I'm pretty sure the restrained. Let me just check the conditions here. Because I was
It's
pretty
just if I'm out here playing condition games with you, I think it's only fair if it's
Yes,
the conditions
exactly.
affect feedback.
Because conditions, I think, are fairly. The thing is, like, conditions are a fairly new thing. They're at least brought in second edition. There you are.
Is it
Come on,
defenseless back?
Send sword.
It's like that old
Yes,
movie
so
where
it'd
they're
be.
all
It
like-
would also be defenseless back. So you've both, you've just,
We are locked in battle with each other
Yeah,
so
you
much
have-
that no one else.
he's
everyone else can
just run up
smack the
and
shit out of
grabbed
him.
you, and you've been like, no.
I'm just imagining that fight between the two boxers, the one guy with the mustache and the other Asian fella, and they grab each other, and it's just
It's. Have you ever seen the boxing match that they have where they tie one of their hands together? It's like arm wrestling.
my dad used to do that to us. It was great. Some people use the tire method where you're not allowed to pull your foot out.
This is hilarious. I'm
I
a
need-
+2 against him, but a -2 against him. A -3. So
But he's -2 against
he's
So we-
-3 against me. Against everybody.
everyone. So it works.
That makes it easier for you to hit
Cool.
him.
I'll
Yeah.
deal with that later. So yes, so you're also defenseless in this stage. So
So
you also
14
take 6 damage. Eric, as this one comes like charging after you.
I still feel like I'm on my ass.
Yeah, you're still like I would say you're able to like scramble to your feet. Finally end up turning around, preparing, and you just see this small like fiery demon monster like charging for you. It's a 17 to hit, which I'm guessing hits.
Yeah, I'm squishy, dude.
That is 7 points of damage for you.
Ah.
As these things charge out and like striking out at you. As they charge out, like biting into you, suddenly as they like...
Did you say 17?
17 to hit. They take you... Sorry, it was 7 points of damage.
Seven.
Seven.
Okay, thanks.
I'm gonna say 7's not that bad.
As they attack, their claws like latching into you, their teeth just sinking into your flesh. Suddenly they just like consumed in flames in front of you, and they're gone. Cool. But with that, Hugo, it's your turn.
Am I within running and jumping distance of the big boy?
You would be if you are doing so without care for gravity.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm actually hoping that gravity will compel me forward on this.
Sure.
Usually gravity does pull you down, so
Life's just like that. I am going to abandon this thing that was biting me, and I'm going to run. And while this thing looks defenseless, I am going to swing my hammer in an overhead and jump off the building to try and clash it down. Let's see how effective
there's
this is.
so many mad lads in this dang thing. It's great.
You roll me an
Mad
attack.
lads. I would like to thank my mad lad enabler, Vera.
This is fighting, right?
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's your attack roll, but yeah.
17.
17 hits.
And I got... I didn't get any stunts, so I'm just going to have to do with a flat whack with the maul. My deadpan hammer, and that is a d6 plus my +3. That is 8 damage.
8 damage. Cool. You, charging off the edge of the roof, you leap, slamming down on top of this thing. You feel the like impact jar through your legs, but you also feel that it like slams into the back of this thing. I'll add an extra. Cool.
Would I be able to attempt something?
Sure.
So an envoy has the ability Dazzle to prevent things from attacking you, correct?
Yes.
Could I maybe flip that on its head and antagonize?
I would say at this point, no. Just because it's not the wording of the ability.
That's all
But
good.
yes. Cool. But that is your turn. Top of the
Wait,
round.
did I get one point from you, Ada? One.
No,
stun
I
point?
gave it to Eric because
That works. It's fine.
Yes.
Eric, it is your turn.
Okay. Time to. I'm doing this again. For my minor action, I'm gonna try to get up as close as I can, and I'm gonna try to just do another mind attack again.
Cool.
Yeah, because that's my big damn one, and he's defenseless. So I'm throwing everything I have at him.
Mm-hmm.
And I missed something last turn, but I'm taking advantage of it now. I'm a smart. Yes, I get.
It is meanwhile like, this is not the menage a trois that I had in mind.
That's what you got. Okay, yeah, I definitely hit. Time to get the dams.
You can do it.
Not much, but that's okay.
Oh, damn.
And
While Eric is doing math, can you double stack conditions? Just for future knowledge?
As in, like, defenseless on defenseless, or...
Yes.
No.
Damn it. Okay.
that will be 8 damage, and I have battle magic, so I'm gonna. Wait, no, that's 2 stun points. How much? I forgot the first roll. I don't know if I had any stun points. Damn it!
Curses.
Otherwise, I would have done it immediate follow up with another arcane blast.
Well, it's okay. It's okay because it's your kill.
What?
Yeah!
So apologies, like, just because I really hate the idea of stepping on someone else's shit. It's your kill is currently my version of how do you want to do this.
Oh.
Yay! It's your kill. Ada's like, its claws are in Ada
Yeah.
as Hugo has like flown down from the heavens, and
I like the idea that I've cracked it down
He
on
comes
the
out
shoulder and brought it to a
waif
knee.
Mm-hmm.
I have it like feeling if it's like a bit down, I feel like Eric just got up to it and he just grabs it by the head and he just whispers, "Die."
Mm-hmm. You, like, gripping hold of its skull, its skin like burnt leather, essentially under your skin, under your hand, as you whisper these words, and you feel within it the spirit of something that was never truly alive. But in the same, even like as it grip it pulls back and starts to like writhe and like looks down at its hands as they just start to flake and, you know, sort of like decay away, before he suddenly just and then explodes into soot and ash.
Nice.
Ada, come here.
kill lots of little. Do we just kill the other things?
The others, like, as you stand there, like, watching, you hear within, more just, like, hissing and sizzling, and every so often there's a... there does not appear to be any more movement inside the building.
I could do a mind sense just to be sure.
I would feel a lot better if you did, mate. Like, in
Ada
case one of them
slumps
can
to the ground.
spawn.
Alright, I will do another sense minds just to be triple sure.
Everything is okay, guys. I'm here.
Yes, you are. Just give me
I would
one-
love to heal
Giant
you, mate,
red
but
blood stain across her chest.
You'll be fine.
I'm fine. The girls are all right, mate.
Yeah.
Yep. Got it.
We need to fill this gem with one of your healing things, by the way. Like an emergency.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Yep, I hit the target.
Cool.
Tell me, boss man, are there any still alive?
There does not appear to be anything in that area ahead of you.
Sick. And I have 9 magic slots left. Come here, guys.
I'm
Yeah.
perfectly fine. I've just got a couple scrapes. I'm fine.
Come here, Ada.
Ada staggers to her feet, still looking around paranoid to see if there was anyone to watch their what their like effects of their chaos.
I'm gonna use the full magic points if I can get this through.
Hugo's going to use one of his leather belts
Yeah, I
and
get through.
wrap up where the cuts are.
You get back. Not doing math, because math is annoying. You get back 11 health.
Yay! She's still fucked up, but not
Cool.
Not
Fucked up,
as
fucked up.
fucked up.
Ada,
not
you
half dead fucked up.
turning and looking around, like through the area around you. There doesn't appear to be anyone around. Like the area seems pretty clear until you hear this.
Fuck! And Ada just like tries to pull her like bow and like fucking kill it.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Yeah, I'm just gonna duck because like, oh shit, she's gonna shoot me.
Because you guys watch as Ada kind of like dissociated back to watcher mode at like this way. She's so injured that she just kind of went into this like soldier mode that you guys had never seen before. That's kind of like
shock.
blank. And then she just is like,
Can you roll me an attack roll, please?
sure.
Where's the grappling gun?
Destroyed and fire.
I'm sorry.
You're not speaking. You're shooting birds.
Like I'm
12.
sorry.
12. Cool. You
I
just
had-
spin and on instinct loose an arrow, and you hear as it seems to have hit something further up.
In this like almost paranoia, Ada just like goes to try and find this bird.
Ada, where are you going? Ada, you're still injured.
It's a bird. You hungry? Fuck.
Who watches the watchers?
Huh?
What?
Who watches the watchers?
A clocksmith.
Very interesting.
Security guard.
That.
You
The guy with the donkey
rushing
balls.
in the direction of the bird, of your arrow, you find lying in the ground, lying in the mud, a crow, with an arrow sticking out of one side of its chest. Seems a very ordinary crow, from all you can see.
Ada picks it up and she's going to take it to Sigrid.
Cool. You pick it up, and as you're looking down at it, this odd hum comes over your ears. Just this like very subtle ringing almost as you like overhearing it. As it just says, "It's funny how things that go bump in the night can pop up the worst of times. Sometimes the monsters are just that." And from far off to the southeast, you hear. Looking over, you see a ball of flame rise above the cityscape in a area of the city that Ada sends a pang of terror into your chest. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
You're an evil man.
So yeah.
I knew that crow was watching me. I'm like, that fucking bird. I'm like, we are being watched by somebody.
The moment I described the crow, I'm like, describe something else right now. And I was like, there's rats, there's things, you're seeing a lot of things here.
Fucking
I'm like,
man.
yeah. Oh no.
Almighty evil as FGM.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
To the southeast, is there perhaps a barbecue gathering?
No, but there happens to be a hideout of a certain aspiring crime lord and her wayward children and girls.
I really hope Sigrid made sure they were safe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we're safer than their own house.
So, fun fact, the Hellions that I did this, I pulled from Titan's Grave, which is one of the main inspirations for this world and all that sort of stuff. They gain strength for, they gain strength and health for every one of the Hellions that is destroyed within the last, like, number of hours. So thankfully, you killed it before more of the Hellions came out. Did very well. Those mind attacks did very well. Anyway, we've got to run off. Thank you all very much for watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, please remember that we stream on Twitch every second Thursday. I stream on Twitch every Thursday, but we are streaming Echoes of Ragnarok on Twitch every second Thursday. So please come and check us out, 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. I'm still dealing with the hateful glares from all of my players right now.
Oh, my loved ones are dead.
But we will see you all next time. Bye-bye.
He's evil!